So you landed on this video in search for how to be more optimistic and positive. What view do you have of life? Would you consider yourself an optimist or a pessimist? Comment below, I'd love to know. In this video, you are going to learn why being more optimistic and positive is essential to everything in your life in order to gain a better understanding and applying this knowledge to your everyday life. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. If you want to create an impact and achieve a freedom lifestyle, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. My name is Mark Castillo. Welcome to the Inspire, Impact, and Breakthrough to Freedom YouTube channel. So just to give you guys a brief background as to my personal story, my family is not what you would consider optimistic. In fact, they're the complete opposite of that. They are very pessimistic. They're always looking at everything that's wrong with the world, everything that's wrong with their life, and the list just keeps going on and on. They always stressed out about how there's not enough money to go by, how they always feel like they're always running out of money, and they feel like jobs are becoming more competitive and more harder to get and to make a lot of money. And also, they feel like everything else is just getting bad. They're complaining about the politics, how the government is just really bad, and they just more or less sitting around and just going with the flow. I'm sure most of us have heard that before. I wasn't always this upbeat and this positive, and there was actually a time where I was being a pessimist, and I felt like there's just no way things could possibly get better for me. There was just no way that I would be able to achieve the lifestyle that I want. There would be no way to making meaningful friends. There'd be no way to just enjoy life in general. And I was just ready to just throw in the towel and just come to terms with reality until I learned this one of many valuable lessons from Gary Vee, and it absolutely flipped me from being a pessimist to an optimist. So that wraps that on my personal story. Let's dive right in, straight to the content. Are you ready to learn how to be more optimistic and positive? If so, let's get right to it. Oh, by the way, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Alright guys, so something that you guys need to understand when it comes to being more positive and being more optimistic in general is you gotta understand that it's a binary decision to be positive or negative. It's a decision that you're making. And some people can look at that and go, well, I'm just being a pessimist because of how bad the world is getting. I mean, how is it possible to be looking at the whole world as looking good right now? Everything is just looking bad. Listen to me. You are making the decision to focus on the negatives. You are making a decision to be a pessimist. It's not because of the world. It's because you're choosing to be a pessimist. Oh, but Mark, you don't understand. I mean, I'm in this abusive relationship and I just don't have a choice to get out of it. My boyfriend just makes my life hell. Hey, let me tell you something. You are making a decision to stay in that relationship. It's not that he's controlling your life. You're making a decision to let him control your life. You guys get what I'm saying here? It's a binary decision to be positive or negative. There's no in between. There's no blaming it on, the world or your circumstances or your situation. You gotta realize that you're making a decision to do that. So by now in this video, you guys are probably wondering, well, if it's a binary decision to be positive or negative, then Mark, how do you be more optimistic and positive? I'm glad you guys asked that question. I'm going to be running through a few things here for you guys to be more optimistic and positive. And what I'll say here is the first and foremost thing that you guys must do is you need to have a better perspective. As Gary Vee said, perspective is everything. If you're not happy with how your life is right now, you need to look at things from a different perspective and start doing something about it. Way too many people are looking at life like this. It's like they're looking through life through this very narrow tunnel vision, and they don't want to broaden it up to broaden their own perspective. Doing the right thing is always the right thing. Don't do things expecting something in return. Oftentimes, why people don't do the right thing is because they do it for the wrong reasons. They do it because they have expectations up front. Doing the right thing is always the right thing, whether you get something in return for that or not. And you want to deploy humility and not ego. Now, this is a big one that I don't see a whole lot of people doing. It's always about having an ego. People have such big egos that it sabotages not only their chances for success, but also just in life in general. Because people always make it about them. They're always so egotistical, and they get so butthurt right away when their ego is hurt, when they can't take criticism, when they can't take responsibility for their own actions. They have to have like a big ego about it. The way to fix that is you gotta deploy humility. You gotta remain humble. Be open-minded. Don't let your ego stand in the way of your success and in your life in general. Because I will tell you something, deploying humility is much better than deploying ego, because ego kills everything. Last thing that you want to understand here is being nice is ROI positive. It's true. Being nice is ROI positive. Now, I know some of you who are watching this video are probably thinking, well, I'm not a very nice person. I don't really think I should be a nice person. I was never a nice person. I don't really think I should be a nice person. So thinking about being nice is ROI positive brings me back to this one job I absolutely hated. I was actually a gatehouse attendant over at this hotel I used to work for, and the boss that I worked for, she was not a nice lady. I always sensed that she liked being mean to her employees, and she was especially not nice to me. Like, she was yelling at me when I wasn't doing my job right, when the demands were just so unreasonable. And I noticed that she was not being nice to her employees because she felt like if she's not being nice, then she thinks that she can get a lot of benefit out of it. It could push her employees to work harder. Well, it certainly did not push me to work harder, maybe in the beginning, but I will say that long term, I hated that job. I started hating it so much that I just flat out quit that job and just went to something else. It's just something that I really hate about people who aren't nice. You just don't feel like you want to be around them that much, and you just want to get as far away from them as possible. Not being nice may win short term, but it won't win long term. You guys gotta understand that being nice to somebody makes a whole world of difference. If you start being nice in general, not to just impress somebody or to please people, it makes a world of difference. I live by this every day. I don't care who I come across in life. I don't care, who crosses my path. I'm always going to be nice no matter who that person is, because that is just who I am. I love being nice to people, and realizing that being nice is ROI positive, the sooner that you guys get that, the more better off you'll be into being more optimistic and positive. So there you have how to be more optimistic and positive. I hope you found this helpful, and you can live by this advice by looking at things from a different perspective, gaining an understanding, and choosing to be an optimist. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button and leave a comment. Are you going to be more optimistic and positive? Comment below. I'd love to know. If you want to create an impact and achieve a freedom lifestyle, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos, because guys, there is more to come. And if you are interested in learning about what is this program that I'm a part of, head over to the link for my #1 recommended program in the description right below this video. I appreciate you checking out this video. Go ahead and visit the link if you would like to check it out. I think you are going to enjoy what the program has to offer. Oh, I almost forgot. Be sure to check out the video in the YouTube card on tricks to be more successful. This one pair of essentials will allow you to skyrocket your success and grow on a daily basis. Be sure to check out the video in the YouTube card now. Alright guys, so with that said, my name is Mark Castillo. See you all in the next video. Take care and talk soon.